Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has announced his resignation 2 weeks before President-elect Donald Trump takes office.
I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
Trudeau has been facing growing pressure from his own party, including from some who reportedly believe he is not equipped to handle Donald Trump. And just days after the president-elect announced plans to impose 25% tariffs on all products from Canada, Trudeau visited Trump at Mar-a-Lago. The president-elect, meantime, is pushing for his upcoming sentencing in his hush money case to be dismissed. Let's get out to News Nation's Robert Sherman live for us outside of Mar-a-Lago there in Florida. Robert, let's start with Canada's Prime Minister. He made that announcement about an hour ago.
Yeah, big announcement here, Nichole, and that announcement effectively puts a cap on these conversations that you've seen taking place in recent weeks between the Canadian Prime Minister and President-elect Donald Trump. It's been a consistent back and forth since Election Day. You've heard the jabs where the president-elect has said that he'd be prepared to make Canada the 51st state. You've heard the threats from the president-elect saying that he's prepared to impose tariffs, and he's doubled down on those threats once again, saying that he wants tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China to effectively be the cornerstone of rebuilding America. This is what he put out on Truth Social, saying, quote, "We must secure our border, unleash American energy, and renew the Trump tax cuts, which were the largest in history, but we will make it even better. No tax on tips. It will all be made up with tariffs and much more from countries that have taken advantage of the U.S. for years." He clarified some of those comments during an interview this morning. Here's what he said.
We have a situation with Canada that's very interesting. People at first smiled when I mentioned the concept. We lose $200 billion a year. We don't need their cars. We can make the cars here. We have everything. We have all of the gas and oil and everything that you need in terms of energy. We have more than they do. We have everything. We don't need anything from God.
Foreign policy has been a big focus of President-elect Trump as he eyes his inauguration day in 2 weeks. And it's not just Canada. It's not just Mexico and China. Another big one as well, Ukraine, with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky saying this week that he believes President-elect Trump can bring about peace in the region, believes that he is strong and young at heart. But something else to note here, Nichole, is that the Ukrainian president on those foreign policy talks says he wants to get an agreement with President-elect Trump before they open the dialogue with Russia. Otherwise, he believes that it will effectively give the Russian president a blank check victory. Nichole.
All right, and Robert, back here at home, the president-elect, he is set to be sentenced on Friday in his hush money case. What else can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that's a legal hurdle still to overcome ahead of Inauguration Day, and his team has been calling for a stay to be issued in that case. This is what Stephen Chung, his spokesperson, said today. They said, quote, "The Supreme Court's historic decision on immunity, the state constitution of New York, and other established legal precedent mandates that this meritless hoax be immediately dismissed. The American people elected President Trump with an overwhelming mandate that demands an immediate end to the political weaponization of our justice system and all of the remaining witch hunts." The president-elect's team, again, has called for a stay, but what you saw from the judge in this case last week is denying that motion with those 34 felony counts that the president-elect has been charged with. Nichole.
All right, Robert Sherman live for us there in Florida. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.